Mic check. All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, Hamashiach, or Mashiach, who some call Yawasap, Yeshua, Yehoshua, Yashayah, Yahusha. We mostly know as Jesus Christ. We're gonna try to get to these videos, y'all. We're gonna try to get to them. It was a debate in Washington Square. It was a couple of debates. And I was telling you about, how this thing had went into a frenzy and whatnot. Hold on. How this thing went into a frenzy, and how Christian apologists were blitzing a lot of camps out here. We're gonna get into some of those also throughout the week. But this video here, we're just gonna deal with what's the brother name? Yawasap. I forget. I want to say Captain Yawasap. I don't know his ranking. But him versus God Logic on can Gentiles be saved? And ultimately, this came down to what is a Gentile? Because we see Gentiles being saved, but what is that? Who is that Gentile? So we just read in the text, we see that Gentiles are being saved. It's just brothers can't accept that those Gentiles are actually Gentiles. Those Gentiles are Israel, and that's what this thing ended up coming down to. And again, it's just another plug here. PDF slides for my Israelite scholars who are Gentiles. All right, well, I give you some slides, about 23 questions, 20-something questions, a questionnaire on certain verses that are problematic, that you're going to have a problem with. Now, in this debate, we only got through maybe 2. And I have a list of over 50. This was going to be part 1, but nobody even attempted. Well, I'm sorry. One brother attempted, and salute to that brother. He came on twice for 2 different incidents. But besides him, nobody challenged this. Nobody's challenged this. You can come here, PDF slides for my Israelite scholars. You can go to the comments and download the PDF. And you're going to need answers. And I'm not saying my brother didn't have answers, but they weren't sufficient. And you can tell Israel took a blow on this one because you didn't. I'm going to tell you how you know. You didn't hear a lot of Kwam Yasharala. All right, we're going to watch about 30 minutes of this video. We're going to commentate on it a little bit, and then we'll get up out of here. Shouts out to Sonetta, House of Consciousness.
We have Brother Yawasap. Brother Yawasap. All right, so as soon as they start to talk, I will press the little timer here. But before we do that, I want to have both of these brothers to do a little 2-minute introduction that will not be included in the time. So 2 minutes for you, 2 minutes for you. And then we'll introduce the moderator for this debate. All right, fellas, go ahead. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. You guys go ahead.
Yep. All right, what's going on, everybody? Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Amen. Beautiful debate with IP and Cap. Jesus is God. That was so clear. And now we're going to see very clearly that...
And don't get it twisted. We're going to talk about that next. Captain Tazariah Mollywop, my brother, I forget his name, but we're going to talk about the debate. But Captain Tazariah washed him up. And there was plenty of Kwam Yasharalas all over the place with that particular debate. I don't think too many people argue with that. Uh-oh.
Get it.
Introducing the new 2-in-1.
Hold on, y'all.
Testosterone treatment through HIMS. This daily dual action pill includes...
All right, I'm Captain Yawasap from the School of Gadal Gabarium. Shout out to ISUPK.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
for giving me this opportunity. What the brother, what the brother God Logic is gonna do. All he's gonna do is go to the word Gentile, stranger, and he's gonna use the ambiguity.
See, already he's saying, well, all he's gonna do is go to the word Gentile, stranger, which shows you that he knows if we're just reading the text, that Yawasap knows that there's evidence that shows clearly that Gentiles can be saved. It's just a matter of who are these Gentiles? Who are these strangers? Who are these heathen? And basically, man, we want to retranslate these terms, retranslate the text. And if you do that and you're wrong, majority of what you're teaching is wrong. If you got that wrong and you got the wrong characters in the wrong places, then majority of what you're teaching is wrong. And I'm starting to see brothers starting to accept these things, but it's you just don't let everything go. It's a process. It's like climbing stairs. You know, you let a little bit go, you let that verse go, you let that verse go. But brothers still kind of hold on to some things with that. And it's just a process. Everything just don't hit the switch and be like, oh, they fellow heirs. Okay. No, it don't work like that.
Of that word, when that word is polysemous. You understand? So what I'm gonna do with God Logic is I'm gonna keep him in the context, and he's gonna die every time. And when I begin to bring God Logic to eschatology, you're gonna die.
Who is this? We don't die. Who are you?
Let's go.
All right, so this is Vocab Malone, the reader, and here we have Bear. Bear's going to be the moderator for today.
Gotta listen.
Hey, did you guys agree? Who goes first?
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, brother. You can go first.
Yeah, I'll start.
You'll start?
Yeah, I'll start.
Time will start as soon as you start talking.
All right. So, I'm gonna die, huh? I'm gonna die. Well, look, this is what we got here, man. So my brother here, he they don't believe the Gentiles can be saved, meaning the non-Israelites. Y'all. He's gonna try to argue that Gentiles that are saved in the scriptures are the Israelites and the Israelites only. And so salvation cannot go to non-Jews, non-Israelites. Ethnically, Israelites can only be saved. And so I think that it's good for us to start off with the basics, which comes with the promise that was given to Abraham. And when we look at this, and I think that you're going to enjoy this too, in the Torah, because you like the Torah.
I love it.
You love the Torah. All right, we love the Torah. Okay, what's the only thing we do around here, y'all? We just read. So we're just going to read here. We got Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. And in Genesis chapter 12, verse 3, this is what it says here. It says, hold on, let me get it. It says, I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you, I will curse. And in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Did it say some? Did it say a little bit? It said all, right? So that's the Israelite families, right? That's the non-Israelite families, right? So all families of the earth will be blessed. That's the promise that God first gave to Abraham. Then we go over to Genesis chapter 17. He says that you will be a father of many nations, not just one, right? Not just one nation, but many nations. Now this isn't meaning that, the Israelites, and now he's smiling because he's like, wait, the Israelites were scattered to many nations. So let's talk about the Israelites. See, I read your mind. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. You didn't know I could read your mind.
I wasn't thinking that.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking that, brother.
I hope not, because then it would be too easy. So I'm glad you're not thinking that, because he says you'll be a father of many nations. Not that. So the nation of Israel, that's one nation. That's one nation. So that means the other nations are also included in the family of Abraham, as long as they believe in the Messiah. All right. Now I also want to talk about this because we want to establish the covenant.
I can't respond?
Yeah. I'm just my opening. I'm about to land the opening.
Go ahead.
Okay, so with the opening here, we got Deuteronomy chapter 29 that talks about the covenant that's given to the people of Israel. Now, I like this because he said if we go to the context, we're going to die. So just real quick, yeah, we're going to die. Let's see if we die here. Let's see which point dies. So we got Deuteronomy 29, 9 to 15. Watch what it says there. It says, therefore keep the words of this covenant and do them, that you may prosper in all that you do. You are standing today, all of you. Before the Lord your God, the heads of your tribes, your elders, and your officers, and all the men of Israel. That's all Israel, right? So all the men of Israel are covered. Then it goes, your little ones, your wives. Now guess what? It says, and the sojourner who is in your camp. So this is a non-Israelite, right? From the one who chops your wood to the one who draws your water, so that you may enter into the sworn covenant of the Lord your God, which the Lord your God is making with you today. So just to land this, we see that the non-Israelites are also accepted and sworn into the covenant that's given to Israel. So I'll land that point there. I'll hear my opponent.
All right. You got Genesis 12 up?
No.
You don't got. Get Genesis 12 in the Hebrew. Let's go through it.
Okay.
Let's go through
Oh,
it.
my mother died.
You ready? In Genesis 12 in the Hebrew, when it says "Vakar kol meshpakoth," what does that mean?
You tell me.
That means in you all the families. The you is referring to who?
Abraham.
Okay, so that's Abraham.
Yep.
So the word families is in a feminine plural that ends in the off. What does that indicate?
It indicates that it's not just one family that Abraham is going to be blessing, but all of the families of the earth that's going to be blessed.
I got you. So let me teach you the importance of what this means.
All right, teach me.
Okay. So in the Hebrew, the feminine is also often used to complement or relate to an entity. Who is the entity that is being related to?
Abraham.
So what's being implied here is that the indirect object, the you or the thee, which is Abram, is the one from where the families derive. That's what the Hebrew shows. This is why even when you go to Galatians 3, right? Ooh. So when you go to Galatians 3 and you begin to show even the context on where he's drawing that from, it's speaking about Israelites. Let's go there. This is horrible, brother. Horrible.
Now, he went and basically he's saying the Hebrew saying something else or saying something clear, and he give I don't deal with I don't know the grammar, the grammatic terms for that, that off or olive. I don't know what he said, but that's at the end of that word or that end of the mishpachah, it making it or how it's connecting it to Abraham, but it sounds like a bunch of nothing, man, to be honest, unless you really deal with Hebrew. And we're going to see if you go here and you watch this, you'll see that he doesn't really deal with Hebrew, but he had this pretty much set up so he can make it sound good, like he know what he talking, but he don't know what he talking about. They deal with the Paleo Hebrew. And you would have had a lot more of this happening, but it only happened with this particular incident, and for me, he didn't make a point. And if there's anybody who speaks Hebrew, even my brothers who can deal with the text and can tell us what he was saying and in the grammatic rule, and did that really apply? What is he really trying to say? Help us out. But you see, Israelites don't know what he's talking about. They bring it back a little bit.
3, right? Ooh. So when you go to Galatians 3 and you begin to show even the context on where he's drawing that from, it's speaking about Israelites. Let's go there. This is horrible, brother. Horrible, brother. Horrible, horrible. So in Galatians,
you see, God logic didn't even respond to it because it's like, what are you saying with that? What are you saying with that?
chapter 3, right? When it says, and the scripture foreseeing that God will justify the heathen through faith, right? So you're going to say the heathen are non-Israelites, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So when it says justify through faith, what is he justifying them from?
He's justifying them from their sins.
From their what?
From their sins.
From their sins.
Yeah.
I got you.
With Hotels.com.
Got him.
Members
that didn't go the way he thought it was going to go.
Kind of discount, you could stay at a place.
So wait, no. What's funny is sin is transgression of the law, right?
Is that all?
So let's go to Acts. I know you're going to go to Romans.
Okay,
let's go to Acts.
So wait, just
hold on, whoa, I didn't cut you off. Okay, you got all that time.
But I didn't.
You got all that time.
I didn't cross-examine you. This is supposed to be an opening.
Hold on, brother. Oh, this is supposed to be an opening?
Yeah.
I'm ready to fight, brother.
I know.
So let's just fight. Forget all that opening stuff.
Okay.
All right. So in the book of Acts, chapter 13, right?
You made a lot of points. Can I respond to something?
1 second. In the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 38. Let's look what it says. But it.
And I'm going to be honest, God logic dealt with Genesis 12, Deuteronomy 29. Is he dealing with those points? It was another verse too. Is he dealing with those points?
Known unto you, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sins, and by him all that believe are justified from all things. From all things.
Who are justified? It said. Who did it say is justified?
Who is justified? Let's go to verse 26.
No. Read what you just read.
I'm going to go to verse 26. Hold on. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. Check it out. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham.
Let me pull it back. Because you went here, and that's what I'm saying. When you see stuff like all nations, throughout the earth, to the ends of the earth, heathen, strangers, but at the same time, we'll say, well, every time we see Israelites, it can never be Gentiles. Every time I say Israelites, they got that right. But somehow these translators got it wrong about all of these different places where heathen or where people are saying heathen, stranger, Gentile, uncircumcised, that all of these things really mean Israelites.
Romans.
Okay,
let's go to Acts.
So wait, just
hold on, whoa, I didn't cut you off. Okay, you got all that time.
But I didn't.
You got all that time.
I didn't cross-examine you. This is supposed to be an opening.
Hold on, brother. Oh, this is supposed to be an opening?
Yeah.
I'm ready to fight, brother.
I know.
So let's just fight. Forget all that opening stuff.
Okay.
All right. So in the book of Acts, chapter 13, right?
You made a lot of points. Can I respond to something?
1 second. In the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 38. Let's look what it says.
All right, Acts 13, verse 38.
But it known unto you, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sins, and by him all that believe are justified from all things.
Through him all that believe.
From all things.
Who are justified? It said. Who did it say is justified?
Who is justified? Let's go to verse 26.
No. Read what you just read.
I'm going to go to verse 26.
Now he was just reading verse 38. Where it said all that believe, and he wanted us to get to all that believe from verse 26, 12 verses above.
Hold on. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. Check it out. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you. So who's justified? The children of Israel.
Now even that sounds crazy.
Who justified? The children of Israel.
Hold on, let me pull it back a little bit. For the verse there, I thought it was 26.
Right?
You made a lot of points. Can I respond to something?
1 second. In the book of Acts chapter 13 and verse 38, let's look what it says. But it known unto you, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sins. And by him all that believe are justified from all things. From all things.
Who are justified? It said? Who did it say is justified?
Who is justified? Let's go to verse 26.
No. Read what you just read.
I'm going to go to verse 26. Hold on. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. This is who's justified. Check it out. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you. So who's justified? The children of Israel.
And like I said, even that, those are the stock of Abraham and those that are among you.
Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you.
And whosoever among you. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever is among you. Like, even that seems like some other people there. That's not good. That's not a good read. You just reading it off the gate. We don't know the context. We don't know what's going on. But just that read there doesn't sound good. But we done rehearsed it so many times to make it seem like it's just saying all Israel, that it just seems it just reads different in our ears. So he's thinking he done read something that clearly says all Israel. But it doesn't.
So who's justified? The children of Israel. Got you. So let's go back.
Wait. Can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So this is Acts 13, right? Yeah. So we're gonna read Acts 13. We're gonna read this context here.
Gotcha.
Now you don't know where you cooked yourself. I mean, I think you do, but then you try to skip over that.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Because you read and I asked you to repeat it and you were scared to repeat it for some reason.
Not at all.
So you read, it said, all who believe.
Correct.
All who believe, correct, will be justified. Now you try
Who's the all?
Let's see who the all is. So go ahead and read it.
And after the meeting,
In the NLT, it says, brothers, you sons of Abraham, and also you God-fearing Gentiles, this message of salvation has been sent to us. So it ain't, like I said, it's I don't know, man. And these are leaders. Right. When I say leaders, like scholastically, he might be top 10 in Israel. He's debating, they in that clubhouse debating left and right.
the synagogue broke up, many Jews and devout converts to Judaism.
Devout what?
Devout converts to Judaism.
So this means that they weren't in Judaism before?
Devout converts to Judaism.
So these non-Israelites are able to convert to Judaism, come into the belief of the true God,
What verse
because
are you
they're
reading?
justified by their faith. You read it.
What verse are you reading?
Devout converts.
Hold on, y'all. And that, I had told y'all it's about who brings the biggest crowd.
Broke up, many Jews and devout converts to Judaism.
Hold on, let me go back and see what verse.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Because you read it and I asked you to repeat it and you were scared to repeat it for some reason.
Not at all.
So you read, it said, all who believe.
Correct.
All who believe, correct, will be justified. Now you try
Who's the all?
Let's see who the all is. So go ahead and read it.
And after the meeting of the
Oh man, I done went to my bad, y'all. But that's the crazy thing. Like, we gotta redefine ALL.
Fargo, we get it. Carlo started his business to obsess over things like basting, butter basting.
You cooked yourself. I mean, I think you do, but then you try to skip over that.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Because you read it and I asked you to repeat it and you were scared to repeat it for some reason.
Not at all.
So you read, it said, all who believe.
Correct.
All who believe will be justified. Now you tell
Who's
it.
the all?
Let's see who the all is. So go ahead and read it.
And after the meeting of the synagogue broke up, many Jews and devout converts to Judaism.
About what?
Devout converts to Judaism.
So this means that they weren't in Judaism before?
Devout converts to Judaism.
So these non-Israelites are able to convert to Judaism, come into the belief of the true God,
What verse
because
are you
they're
reading?
justified by their faith. You read it.
What verse are you reading?
Devout converts.
What verse are you reading? What verse are you reading?
What verse is it?
Acts 13:43.
That's not the verse I read.
Yeah, this is the context, right?
And so I think he initially read Acts 13:30, 36. God logic 13:36. No, 32. What did he read initially? I forgot what verse he initially read. Was it 32? And it wasn't God Logic who read it. It was Yawasap who read it. And then initially he went to 26 to define who the all who believed was. And now they've dropped down to verse 43. Matter of fact, it was 39 is where they initially started. And by him, all that believe are justified from all things. And so now they've jumped down to 43 to try to establish who's the audience. And again, if you know the timeline, Acts 9, Acts 10, Acts 13, these are key verses. These are key chapters with a shift happening where eventually Paul's going to these Gentiles. Acts 15.
Yes.
You told me that if we go to, look, you smell it too. What he said, if we go to context, I'm going to die. But guess who's dying?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So hold on.
I love context, man.
So in Acts chapter 13 and 38, it says,
we just read.
all right, so check it out. When it says, and by all that believe are justified from all things, from which ye could not be justified by the law of Moses. Who was under the law of Moses, brother?
Wait, hold on a second. I'm glad you asked that because I just read it to you. In Deuteronomy 29, who was there that was under the law and the covenant? Who got sworn into the covenant?
The children of Israel.
And who else was there?
The stranger.
Thank you.
Who was the stranger?
Who
was the stranger in the context?
Absolute. Good question.
So Israelites were already strangers in the wilderness. Come on, y'all. And it's so frustrating because it's a spiritual blockage. And I have to start understanding that because it just don't. And the farther you get away from it, the crazier it sounds. You look back and you're like, why am I sitting up here trying to just redefine these words? Why can't I just read the text? And then if you're going to redefine, learn the language.
The stranger in the context, it says, first, it names all the men of Israel. Then it names their wives and their children, their little ones. Then it says, and the sojourner. So
Who is in your camp?
So who's in your camp?
And I want to ask y'all, when you said Israelites, who was there? That was the Israelites, and who else? And the strangers. Who did you think those strangers were before when you said that? Why you didn't say Israelite strangers? Like, who did you think those strangers? And I'm telling you, these are the most basic. These are base level questions. They're way more challenging questions than what, and this is pretty much the whole debate. Is who is this in Deuteronomy 29:5?
When I think about how I divide my time, it's very carefully. I'm Alex Diaz. I'm a professional marketer.
The ones who's chopping your wood and keeping your fire. So
hold on real quick. This is simple to understand. Relax. This is simple to understand. This is talking about a class system. You understand? A class system of the Israelites.
Really?
That's what this is talking about. Absolutely.
So wait, just to be clear.
Yes, sir.
My question: where did the sojourner come from? Who you're saying that this is an Israelite?
Yes.
Where did the sojourner come from? Who was that did not travel with Moses when they got out of the Exodus? Where did the Israelites come from?
Which sojourner in the context?
The sojourner is in the camp of Moses. Okay, they're with Moses.
You're talking about in Deuteronomy 29.
Yes, in Deuteronomy 29.
That is an Israelite.
Where did they come from?
Sojourner does not. He came from Egypt with Moses.
Okay, so
sojourner does not simply mean.
Then that's everybody. Everybody who's at the camp came from Egypt. Come on, y'all. And we just gotta let it go, man. But we can't. And I'm gonna tell you, Deuteronomy 20, you can't let that go. You can't let Abraham, that situation with Abraham either, that Genesis 12, you can't let that be Israelites either, because Paul goes back, re-mentions it, and talks about not seeds, but seed, through that seed, and all that seed being Christ. And all that believe in Christ are Abraham's seed and fellow heir. You can't let that. You can't let that be. You can't let that be a Gentile either in Genesis 12. There's consequences for it. And I've been hearing Priest Hakadim and Brother Hassad. We gonna get on it. I got them clipped up too, but it seems they have given a little traction towards Gentiles being Gentiles, but I don't think they realize the consequences yet. And until you start, once you can say it on a few things, but you have to navigate the text through it. And once you start navigating the text through it, you start seeing the consequences. And you either gonna have to let these things go or make something else up.
Somebody that comes from another land. It's a class system.
No. Hold on.
Yes, it is.
It's okay. Hold on. Hey, hold it down. So Yawasap, listen. Who all left?
In that whole class system dialogue, that comes from ISUPK. I heard Captain Tazaryak saying that with Brother Dwayne, and saying that the mixed multitude were Israelites. And it was a class system. It was a class system. And the funny thing is everything's being provided by the Most High. The food, your clothes not being torn, everybody left out with great substance. And then you had the situation with the what was the situation with a mother and her Egyptian son? And unless you're gonna say he was an Israelite. And that that it goes through the mother for you to say that just all of these people are that say that people got people drawing wood for them, working for them, other Israelites working for them in this class system where money ain't even necessary. What they need money for? Are they being provided for by thus says the Lord? They're being provided for by Yah. Water coming out of the rocks. quail.
The Exodus in with Moses.
The children of Israel.
Very good. Now, with the children of Israel, they left. Were there any Israelites outside of Egypt before they left Egypt?
Were there any Israelites out of Egypt before they left Egypt?
Yes.
I couldn't answer that.
Okay, the answer is no. They were all there, right? Because you have Jacob that settled there, and then they began to populate Egypt, right? They populated their land.
Right.
So they all was forming within Egypt.
Right.
There were no Israelites outside of that.
Right.
The sojourner is a stranger, a foreign person who's not within your land, who's not part of you. And so what this is saying, hold on. What this is saying, there's all the men of Israel that was with Moses. This is Deuteronomy. This is after Exodus. This is after the Exodus of Egypt.
Yeah,
so
I'm listening.
all the Israelites are with Moses. As a matter of fact, it even says all the men of Israel and their wives and their children. Then it says, and the sojourner who's in your camp. It's a wrap, bro. So you got the sojourners who are non-Israelites that are being sworn into the covenant.
No problem. All you gotta do is keep reading. It's simple. So it says in verse 12, it says that thou shouldest enter into the covenant with the Lord thy God and into his oath, which the Lord thy God maketh with thee this day, that he may establish thee today for a people unto himself, and that he may be unto thee a God, and he hath said unto thee, and hath also sworn unto the fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Awesome.
Right? So the covenant in the context is dealing with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
You're right.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. Because I like sources.
So do I.
You
I got the
understand?
Hebrew right here.
I like sources. All right?
You good, brother?
Nah, I don't know this brother.
No, we don't know. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I don't know this, but he smell. He's inebriated. He's inebriated.
Stand in the back, brother. That's just, come on with it. No, I'm supporting it. I understand, but just make it like that. I understand, but just support on both sides. That's the lexicon. Because it's just We're good.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so this right here.
Can you reload the point that you're making?
What I'm making is that the stranger in that context is an Israelite. It's not just simply talking about somebody from somewhere else. It's talking about a class system of somebody who is employed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you this in the source. And I'm going to get your number.
He finna go to some source to give us the meaning of Deuteronomy 29, the word sojourner.
I'll send you the source. Okay. So it said, more striking, this is talking about Deuteronomy 29. It says, more striking is the language attributed to Moses in charging the judges. Here causes between your brethren and judge righteously. I'm gonna drop down to the point. 1 second. It says, here causes between your brethren and judges righteously between man and his brother, between man and his ger.
What chapter is this?
This is. I'm reading a book, a source. I'm gonna give you the source. Don't worry.
I want Bible, man.
I'm gonna give you Bible in a second.
Okay, we're good.
Then it says, it is difficult to imagine causing contention with mere strangers, whereas differences between employer and employee. So within this book, in somebody who actually parses out the Hebrew, is telling you that sojourner is an employee.
All right.
That's what that is. So this is showing you in the context.
Did that book break down Deuteronomy 29? I didn't hear it. I that's what I'm saying. This ain't Clubhouse, man. And this ain't shadow boxing. You got to make things clear. You got a source is breaking something, and then y'all be pulling out these sources, and y'all don't believe what these folks saying, and then you turn around and discredit the source when they say something else.
Yeah.
This is a class system in Israel.
I got
Very
you.
simple to understand.
All right, can I
I'll let you
respond?
have the last word for that.
I appreciate it. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, he said he's going to bring me a source. He brought a book by who?
I got you right now.
You got me right now.
I got you right now. It's called The Status It's called the status of labor in ancient Israel.
By who?
I got you.
Okay, so now
All I got to do is zoom out, brother.
it's okay. So now,
All I got to do
guys,
is zoom out, brother.
watch the difference here. The difference from what he brought and what I brought. Now, what I have is I have the lexicon, which is the biblical breakdown of the Hebrew and the Greek words and the Aramaic. It tells you the definitions, the meanings, the usages. I'm not giving you guys some unknown author. There's some anonymous author, man. But watch this. So this is what it says in the lexicon. The word ger, right? It says a sojourner, alien. Aliens in the plural. Foreigners, immigrants, sojourners, strangers. So my question to you is this.
Yes, sir.
Can you pull me up a lexicon that demonstrates that the word ger is used to demonstrate a class system? Right?
I just showed you.
No, I need a lexicon.
No, it's not within the lexicon. It's within the parsing of the Hebrew.
I like it.
It's in the parsing of the Hebrew, but it's not in the lexicon. And when we really sit down and realize what we're doing, it's like, brother, we're trying to make our own Bible. You're trying to change your word. And you're saying that these folks have this word wrong over 50 times. But yet, it's KJV is still one of the best translations. Or the Bible is still, where it's perfect and it's no, everything is, translated perfectly. Like, come on, y'all. We trying to retranslate the text and we don't speak Hebrew. And we don't want to do the work.
Parsing of the Hebrew.
You should have never pulled that source, man.
I got you. That's good.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I need to ask you a
10
question.
more minutes, y'all.
Is there anywhere in the Bible that ger is related to a Hebrew? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Wait, what's your question? Sorry.
Is there anywhere in the Hebrew, in the Bible, where in the Hebrew ger is used for an Israelite? Yes or no?
You have to demonstrate that to me.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change. Going on.
He said you'll have to demonstrate that to me. And there are a couple of places.
Road tripping with the fam. All right, we'll stay right there in your car. We'll get you out of here in 10 minutes. Get out! Just 10 minutes.
Where that does happen, but it's in the context of an Israelite coming in from a foreign place.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
No problem. So this is the book of 2 Chronicles.
Make them work.
In the book of 2 Chronicles,
2 Chronicles,
chapter 15.
when it says, as you were sojourners for Egypt?
No.
Oh, okay.
1 second. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15 and verse 9.
All right, slow down.
And it says, and he gathered.
Let me catch up to you.
And he gathered all Judah and Benjamin and the strangers with them out of Ephraim and Manasseh. Was Ephraim and Manasseh called strangers? Yes or no?
No, you just missed it. Guys, this is where reading comprehension got to come in. Do me this favor.
Wow.
Look, Yawasap, I love how you read. Can you read that one more time? I'm going to show you your mistake.
No problem. And he gathered all Judah and Benjamin and the strangers with them out of Ephraim and Manasseh.
Thank you. So the strangers out of Ephraim and Manasseh.
Yeah.
Not that Ephraim and Manasseh are strangers among Israelites, but look, I'm telling you, it's reading comprehension.
Horrible.
It's horrible. It's reading comprehension. Horrible. I'm telling you, look, you said that's horrible.
Horrible.
That's good. So, hey, when we go to the context, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. No. But look, guys, notice how clear this is. It's so clear.
And God logic is wrong on that. But if you're just reading, I get it. If you're just reading how the KJV has it written, you can get away with saying that. In the NLT, it says, and Asa called together all the people out of Judah and Benjamin, along with the people of Ephraim and Manasseh and Simeon, who had settled among them. For many from Israel had moved to Judah during Asa's reign. I'm sorry. When they saw that the Lord his God was with him. So there were people from the northern kingdom that seen that God was with, or the Most High was with Asa, and they moved out of those lands and moved to Judah, which they would make them strangers, being from another kingdom, moving into a different land. Of course, the other translation, the NLT doesn't put stranger in there, but it's calling them strangers in the KJV because they moved out of Ephraim to Judah. So he could have made his point there, but he still didn't do enough research on that particular text to understand why are they calling them strangers there. He just seen strangers, seen Ephraim, and connected those two. He could have had a point here, though.
That among Ephraim and Manasseh, they had non-Israelites with them. You're proving my point. Now, hold on. Let me also stack this. Hold on. Let me stack this. It's okay. Keep reading.
Horrible.
Let me stack this.
Horrible.
He said, now in Deuteronomy 29, he said that the covenant is dealing with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the forefathers. You're exactly right. So what did the promise say with the covenant of Abraham? That in you, all the families will be blessed. Listen, look, you acknowledging that the covenant is relating to what God said to Abraham is proving my initial point.
No, it's not.
I established it that God's covenant with Abraham included everyone.
I literally showed you within the Hebrew that is specifically dealing with the people that came from Abraham.
No, you didn't.
Very simple.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't bring me a single lexicon. You didn't bring me nothing.
I showed you in the Hebrew. In Genesis 12
what
and
Hebrew
3.
Did you show me?
Genesis 12 and 3. I said, are you looking at the Hebrew?
Yeah,
in Genesis 12.
And see, you ran through that Hebrew. Some you done memorized. You had it on your phone, reading it off. And God logic don't know. Even if you showed it to him, he wouldn't know what you're talking about.
In 3, right there, when it says, in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Yeah. Within the Hebrew, it is indicating that those families derive from Abraham.
All right, I got a question.
Very simple to understand.
Right, so when they left the Exodus, was it only Israelites that left, or what?
No.
And I don't even know if that's even a good point. That the families derive from Abraham. Like, I don't know if that's a great point. Israel ain't the only people that derive from Abraham. So I don't know if that's a great point there. I don't know if that's a great point to try to shut that down. And maybe should have just did comparative text. You would say like all the translators got it wrong. You don't agree with none of the translations? And again, how that Abraham seed is mentioned in the New Testament.
Non-Israelites with them?
Yes.
So non-Israelites were in the camp of Moses, right?
Yes.
Okay. In Deuteronomy 29, who is it addressing? Is it addressing just the Israelites that's there? Or does he say he's addressing everyone that's there?
In Deuteronomy 29?
Yeah. Starting at verse...
No problem.
Starting at verse 10 to 15.
Yeah. In Deuteronomy 29, not even all the tribes are there.
Can you
all the tribes are not here in Deuteronomy 29.
Okay.
That's why in verse 1 it says, these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made in Horeb. Right? So when you drop down, very simple, man.
Read verse 15.
Read verse 15?
Yeah, now, guys, listen to his point. His point was...
This is why it says this.
Hold on, watch this. I know. Watch this. His point is that not all the tribes of Israel are present. Read verse 15.
Correct. It says, but with him that standeth here with us this day before the Lord our God, and also with him that is not here with us this day. Exactly. So that's what is this showing? The people that are standing here are getting this covenant, and the Israelites that are not here are getting this covenant.
Exactly.
Very simple.
So, but notice this. That
you're proving my point.
No, yes, Yawasap, you stop it, bro.
Proving my point, brother.
Yo, what's up? Listen, what we demonstrated is that that you trying to say that not all the tribes of Israel is present, it doesn't do anything to me, because it addresses even those that are not present there in that day, right? As we just read. However, here's the point. The point is that it addresses all the men of Israel.
What makes someone's work a work of art?
You tried to say that all the people, where they at then?
Their wives and
where they at? Where they at? Where are all the people at in Deuteronomy 29? You know, and for me, this is talking about, you know, future generations, people who come later. Israelites who come later, they may have not heard it, but they still gonna be under it. Not just this generation, but the generations to come. Man, we out here looking crazy, man. Oh man, I hit the wrong button again. My bad, y'all. 5 more minutes.
Trying to say that not all the tribes of Israel is present, it doesn't do anything to me, because it addresses even those that are not present there in that day, right? As we just read. However, here's the point. The point is that it addresses all the men of Israel, their wives and their children. And then it says, and the sojourner, the stranger who is with you in your camp. These are non-Israelites who are sworn into the covenant, my brother. You gotta.
And that right there, I don't know. I felt some kind of way about that. You know, the brother saluted. The brother said, man, ISUPK invited me, but he ain't said nothing I ain't heard ISUPK say. And our challenge too is to show my brother, Captain Tazaria, to do a lesson, go over this video and show my brother Yawasap where he went wrong and what he should have said. This is not ISUPK. This is a different Israelite group. And you know, people probably were saying, dang, you know, this is the ISUPK, you know, what's going on? But I don't know, man. I feel some kind of way. And you got the invite from the brother. Help these brothers out. Do a lesson going over some of the mistakes that my brother made. You know, if the class system thing didn't really work, what should he have said for the Deuteronomy 29:5, the Genesis 12, the Acts 13? You know.
So you got to do
what that is.
Okay, so then you have to look. This is what you have to do for me. I need you to demonstrate for me an Israelite. Wait, listen. An
Israelite being called a stranger?
No,
I just did.
Yeah, you gotta listen to what I'm asking.
Go ahead, brother.
Demonstrate for me a sojourner. And no, you didn't, by the way.
Yes, I did, by the way.
A sojourner who is an Israelite. Right after the Exodus, where are these Israelites?
This is what you're not understanding, that my position is. Okay. And you can disagree if you want. My position is that this is a class system. That's why that sojourner is somebody who is employed.
This whole class system, you just made that up.
And I just read a source of somebody who parses out the Hebrew, and it showed that. That's what this is talking about.
What lexicon did they quote?
I'm gonna have to go into it.
What? Okay. Oh, no worries.
Simple.
Okay, good. What Hebrew dictionary did they quote?
I'm gonna have to go into it. We can.
My brother, what lexical summary did they quote?
What? Listen.
You want me to trust you, but
I know you don't gotta trust me.
We don't trust you. Where Cap at? Cap, where you at, man? Where you say we don't trust you, man? Oh, you behind? Yeah, look at him. He's quiet, just eating his popcorn. Like, damn, my boy getting cooked.
Not at all. Not at all. So you ready to move on from this, or you gonna keep playing right here?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Wait, I'm not ready to move on from this.
No, we're gonna have to move on.
You're
every verse that you brought up, I dealt with. Yeah. I would like for you to deal with certain things in eschatology. So I have some questions for you,
fine,
brother.
but you can't escape this.
I have some questions. No problem. We could get back there in a second.
No, it's not getting
back
No,
there.
we're gonna have to move on, brother. If not, we're gonna keep talking about what does this mean, what does that mean.
Look,
very simple.
I'll have no problem moving on if you concede to the point.
No, I don't concede to the
Then
point.
that
Those
means
are Israelites.
we ain't going nowhere.
Those are Israelites. Those are Israelites, brother. Not at all. We're gonna have to.
You guys have to decide on what we're going to do as far as the back and forth, right? So
we're doing good.
Hold on, I thought we were doing good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If we're good, you guys are good, then we're moving on. I just want to make sure you guys are good.
I ain't got no problem with them. I just want to be able.
Make sure we're still.
I want to be able to present a scripture. Every scripture that has been brought up has been presented by him, and I simply dealt with it. That's it.
You did it though.
I simply dealt with it. Just because you disagree, does not mean that I did not deal with it.
No.
I answered the question.
No,
just because you don't like the answer to the question doesn't mean I didn't answer the question. So now that hold on, I'm gonna let you talk right here. I promise. I'm gonna let you talk right here. So just because you did not agree with my answer, once again, that the sojourner within Deuteronomy 29 is talking about a class system, and that in Genesis 12 those families are talking about the families that derive from Abraham. Just because you disagree doesn't mean I didn't answer it.
Okay, so this is my problem, bro.
Simple.
My problem is simple. My problem is not that I disagree with you. My problem is that you didn't substantiate what you said.
Absolutely.
So notice the difference. The difference between us is I brought you a lexical source saying exactly what I said. I brought you scripture, word for word, said exactly what I said. When I asked you basic questions based on the context that I'm supposed to die in, you died. So,
not at all. Not at all.
That's my point, bro.
Not at all.
You got to substantiate it.
I already did, brother.
Okay, so I'll ask again.
30 more seconds, y'all. We out of there. Y'all go to House of Consciousness, man, and watch the whole video.
On what basis of the Hebrew language do you have, not just somebody said so, that's an appeal to authority fallacy.
That's not an appeal to authority fallacy.
Okay, then.
It's somebody simply that is parsing out the Hebrew, and he lists the group of sources that he parsed it out within the book.
Where? Show us the source he's parsing it out in.
Brother, this is not a PowerPoint debate on YouTube.
So
I'm face to face.
I'm ready, but
so what I'm telling you is,
I'm ready, but
what I'm telling you is, I showed you the source, and what we have to do is you're just gonna have to understand. We're gonna agree to disagree, brother.
Let me read this
and let's move on.
Let me read this for you. Yep, let's get Leviticus. Let's get the Leviticus source because we're gonna show you. I'm asking
Leviticus,
who the sojourner is here.
17:13. So any man from the sons of Israel, or from the sojourners who sojourn among them.
Stop there. Read it one more time. Everybody, I need y'all to listen and key in closely. Go ahead. Wait. Yawasap, I need you to hear this.
I'm listening.
So any man from the sons of Israel.
Wait, stop. Who's that talking about?
The sons of Israel.
Who are they?
Who are the sons of Israel?
Yes.
The sons of Israel.
Does that encapsulate the whole tribe? All the tribes?
It depends on the context. Where you at?
We're in Leviticus.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
He's reading out the ESV. KJV says Leviticus 17:13, and whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off. All right, so, and this is why it applies to the stranger that sojourns among you, because they're sojourning among you. They will have to be cut off from among you if they do these things.
So he said, guys, it's okay. He said yes. In Leviticus, in the context, the sons of Israel is including all. Leviticus chapter 17.
Leviticus 17:13. So any man from the sons of Israel.
What translation are you reading?
Or from the sojourner who sojourns among them.
Yeah, so if you want to get it in your one, you can get it
What
yourself.
Translation are you reading? I'm asking.
ESV.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So notice, now watch how your concession, it helped me. Look, you just acknowledged that in Leviticus, the sons of Israel includes all the tribes of Israel. Everyone that's an Israelite is included in the sons of Israel. But then it makes a distinction. It says not just the sons of Israel, but who?
From the sojourners who sojourn among them.
So who are the sojourners who are sojourning among all of Israel?
People who are not Israelites.
Beautiful.
In the context.
Beautiful.
In the context.
So what does it say about them?
I don't think I got this far.
That has nothing to do with Deuteronomy 29.
It has everything to do with it. Because notice, all of this is happening in Moses' camp.
So hold on. So once again, in Leviticus, in the same book, does it call Israelite strangers?
You got to show me the verse.
No problem. Leviticus 25.
Yeah, I did see it.
You got it? Leviticus 25. Read that for me. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus.
Leviticus 25?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
The land shall not be sold forever.
No, I want where it says the
For the land is mine, for ye are strangers and sojourners with me.
You are what?
Ye are strangers and sojourners with me.
Let me read 35.
Let me read it.
I got you. Hold on. I got you. Read it.
And, you know, the land belongs to the Lord. You know, y'all just leasing it.
Who's that speaking?
Straight to the point.
This is the book of Leviticus,
who's that
chapter
speaking?
25 and verse 35.
Leviticus 25 and 35. One second, brother.
I just read 23 and 23.
I've been patient with you, brother.
I am reading 23 and 23.
Hold on, brother.
I like to go.
Hold on, let me talk. I've been patient with you. You understand?
Yeah, I like to go point for
there
point.
You go. We're gonna go point for point. Read that. 35.
But you're not. You're giving me another one.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. Slaki. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 35. And if thy brother be waxen poor.
Who's the brother here?
The Israelites.
Read.
And fallen in decay with thee.
In a world where you've constantly been told what you can't do,
Now he gonna get God logic on this,
when presented with
but then
different, ask your healthcare provider
vocab
what
gonna
could be.
send him a lifeline.
All right, Haverties, this 3-day weekend is finishing in a flash, and Mama needs a win.
Then thou shalt relieve him. Yea, though he be a stranger.
Though he be a what?
Though he be a stranger.
This proves the class system. Because this stranger right here is an Israelite that is being employed by another Israelite. This proves the class system right. Read it again from the top.
And if thy brother be waxen poor,
come on,
and fallen in decay with thee,
come on,
then thou shalt relieve him.
Go ahead.
Yea, though he be a stranger.
Though he be a what?
Though he.
Yea. And that yea, though he be a stranger. Yea, though he be, you'll see if you got a decent Bible, you'll see that those words are italics. It's not there. It should be better translated as though he be. Yea, though he be. You know, it's old English. We don't speak like that today. And if you look into the word yea, you'll see that sometimes it's translated as ass. If you go down the lexicon of, lexicon meanings and see how it's the usage. But really just looking at comparative text, you can go in the, go into my search of the videos, type in Leviticus 25:35. I probably got a few videos on it.
He be a stranger?
Is this stranger an Israelite? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Got him. But he got him. He got him with it. Now, Yawasap dead wrong, but he did get him with it.
Or a sojourner.
Clap it up for God logic, man.
Watch this. Can I respond to this?
Go ahead.
So you remember, what did you say was going to kill me?
Context.
Because
you just said that strangers and Israelites.
Now watch this.
If you drop down,
wait, hold on.
There's a different stranger there.
We're going to see. According to this context, who are the strangers among?
Who are the what?
Who are the strangers among?
Who are the strangers among?
Yes.
Israelites.
Okay, and when is this talking about?
When is this talking about?
Yes.
This is when they're in the wilderness.
Yeah, but hold on. Notice how it's talking about.
He's giving the law to the children of Israel in the wilderness.
In the wilderness, did they possess the land?
No.
Okay, so
that's why it's what they did was they gave the law to the children of Israel in the wilderness for what?
Watch how we break this down.
He gave the law to the children of Israel in the wilderness.
Did they have
for
the land
what?
yet?
So they know what to do when they're in the land.
Beautiful.
So
Look,
that right there.
Watch what you just said.
Hold on. So that right there in Leviticus 25 and 35, you just admitted that stranger is an Israelite.
I sure did.
So there you go.
Now watch
so
this.
This is a law for what?
Are you gonna let me lead now?
Go ahead.
All right. So follow me now, just like I followed you.
Yeah, brother.
So I agree with you that in this context, the sojourner is the Israelite.
Got you.
Now, when I ask you for a reason, when is this talking about? Is this talking about when they're in the wilderness with Moses, or is it talking about after they possess the land?
Both.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that while they're in the wilderness?
Because I just showed you in Deuteronomy, which is afterwards.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So pretty much God logic could die on that sword. To still kind of hold on to the fact that they're strangers, and that couldn't be a stranger. There has to be a Gentile stranger there. Not there, but in other places during the Exodus, because he's trying to establish that the Leviticus 25:35 is talking about when you have the land. So this is talking about after the Exodus. So he'll rather die on that. He don't care about that. He'll rather die there to hold on to the aspect of Gentiles, strangers being in the midst during the time of Exodus. So he can hold on to Deuteronomy 29 and Genesis 12, whatever.
You just read the verse and it says, when you possess the land, right?
Let's read it again.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's read it again.
Before you read, we got an announcement.
30 minutes coming up. 30 minutes. You're about to hit the 30-minute mark.
Let's read Leviticus 25 and 35 again.
This is the book of Leviticus.
Wasn't there a verse before that?
I'll read them both.
No, Leviticus 25 and 35. That's the point I wanted.
Yeah, but there's a verse you read before that.
Hold on, brother. Go ahead. Read it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, and verse 35.
Come on.
And if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then.
So who wants it?
See, vocab is telling him now what that translation is supposed to be.
Again, who is this brother here?
Is hot sleep keeping you awake? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can.
And he shouldn't have tried it again. He should have just conceded. You got him on it, but you let him regroup.
Okay, there you go. Read.
Then shalt thou relieve him. Yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee.
Yeah.
So that stranger's an Israelite, right?
Cool.
No problem.
When
so you said.
You're not answering
hold
my
on,
question.
I just want to say this real quick.
You said a lot
for the audience right now. You've been saying a lot, man.
No, I've been
said that
to
there's
you.
nowhere in the Bible.
You
said there's nowhere in the Bible that what?
I never said that.
You didn't say that?
I never said that there's nowhere in the Bible.
I
never. Yeah.
Oh man.
I never said that.
Go ahead, brother.
Now,
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what I said.
Go.
I demonstrated that contextually, the sojourners that's with Israel, specifically in the time they're with Israel, these are non-Israelites. I never said that Israelites are not called strangers or sojourners. I never said that. I just asked you to show me, and I asked you to show me because I knew that the context you would take me to would kill you. Remember? So I'm gonna just use your language. Now watch what it says here. Now this is the ESV. The KJV messes you up. It says now if a brother of yours, and this is in the Hebrew as well. Now if a brother of yours becomes poor and his means.
Look up comparative text, comparative translations.
With and his means with regard to your you fault then you are to sustain him. It's okay. It's all right. It's gonna be embarrassing. Like a sojourner.
You reading 35, correct?
Yeah, 35. Yeah. Like a sojourner. Not that he is a sojourner, but you treat him like a sojourner or a foreign resident, that he may live with you. Now, watch this, guys. So this already destroyed that, but I wanted to even grant you. I wanted to grant you this because even your point, even though I grant you it, it doesn't hurt.
And he didn't want to grant him it. He didn't know. And you could have had that point, but you tried to, you put too much on it and let him regroup and let vocab tell him and give him strengthen his point. But man, I pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed again. You need more on that Leviticus 25:35. Just type it in the search engine in the videos under Prince of Power, and you'll find the breakdown, because there's a law on how you treat the stranger. All right, and it tells you that you're supposed to love thy stranger. So yeah, I go over those things, go over that verse, go over that precept. Pray the same as that's fine. Y'all be blessed. Shalom.